Most drivers are silently wrecking their engines and have no clue. Don't wait for a breakdown to get smart. This video spills the 13 no BS secrets to making your engine pure like it's fresh off the lot. No tools, no mechanic required, just real practical fixes that save you dollars and stress. Watch now before that weird noise turns into a repair bill. Tip number 13, inspect the PCV valve. This is one of the most overlooked parts under the hood, but it plays a major role in keeping your engine running clean and smooth. It vents pressure and gases from the crankcase, byproducts of combustion that, if trapped, turn your oil into sludge and wear down your engine from the inside out. When the valve gets clogged or stuck, it can cause rough idling, increased oil consumption, and oil leaks. If it's stuck open, you get a vacuum leak. If it's stuck closed, pressure builds up and pushes oil past seals and gaskets. Either way, you're looking at avoidable damage. The good news is, it's easy to inspect. Just locate the valve, usually on the valve cover, pull it out, and shake it. If it rattles, it's working. If not, it's time to replace it. It's cheap, requires basic tools, and takes only a few minutes. A clean, working PCV valve helps your oil stay cleaner, reduces sludge buildup, and protects your engine long-term. Many people skip it, even experienced mechanics. But you don't have to. Check it regularly, and your engine will thank you later. Now that we've handled that silent sludge maker, let's shift focus to something just as sneaky, something that controls how your engine breathes. Tip number 12, clean the throttle body. When it's clean, your engine breathes easily. But over time, carbon builds up. That buildup restricts airflow and messes with the throttle plate's movement. When that happens, your engine can start to idle rough, stall, or hesitate when you accelerate. You might even see the check engine light come on. The car's computer will try to adjust, but the result is poor fuel economy and less power. The fix? A simple cleaning. All you need is a can of throttle body cleaner. Disconnect the air intake hose, open the throttle plate, and spray the cleaner directly on the carbon buildup. Use a soft cloth or brush to gently remove the grime. Just be careful. Don't force the throttle open. In some vehicles, you might need to remove the throttle body for a deeper clean. Always check your service manual before you start. This quick maintenance step can solve problems that feel a lot bigger than they are. It brings back smoother acceleration, better idle, and improved fuel efficiency. Your engine's breathing easier, but can it think straight? Because the next tip is all about what your car's brain sees and what it might be missing. Tip number 11. Check the oxygen sensor. Your oxygen sensor plays a key role in how your engine runs. It sits in the exhaust system and monitors gases leaving the engine. That data goes to the ECU, your engine's computer, which uses it to fine-tune the air-fuel mixture. But if the sensor goes bad, the readings get thrown off. Now your engine might run too rich or too lean. What does that mean for you? Worse gas mileage, higher emissions, rough running, and a noticeable drop in power. And yes, the check engine light may come on, but not always. That's what makes it tricky. Contamination from fuel additives or burning oil can slow the sensor down over time. It may still work, just not well enough. You can test it with a multimeter or a basic OBD2 scanner. Look at the live data. A good sensor shows fast voltage changes. A sluggish one? Not so much. If it's bad, replacing it is simple. Unplug it, unscrew it, install the new one, and plug it back in. It's a small fix with big benefits. Better mileage, lower emissions, and smoother performance. Don't let a $40 part cost you hundreds down the line. The next tip looks at leaks that whisper lies to your ECU and rob your wallet silently. So if you're serious about stopping silent sabotage under your hood, smash that like button and stick around. Tip number 10, inspect the exhaust system for leaks. Leaks in the exhaust are common, but they're often subtle. You might hear a ticking or hissing sound. Maybe your exhaust sounds louder than usual. Sometimes there's a faint burning smell. These are early signs that something's off. Leaks before the oxygen sensor are especially problematic. They let in unmetered air, which confuses the engine computer and throws off the air-fuel ratio. That leads to wasted fuel, poor performance, and can even damage the catalytic converter. To check for leaks, start the engine cold. Listen closely. Run your hand, carefully, near the joints to feel for escaping air. You can also spray soapy water on the pipes. If bubbles form, you've found your leak. Focus on common trouble spots like manifold gaskets, flex pipes, and muffler connections. Small leaks might be patched, but welding or replacement is the real fix. Don't ignore exhaust leaks. They hurt performance, waste fuel, and let dangerous fumes into the cabin. Those hidden leaks might be subtle, but there's another part that gets dirty fast. And when it does, your engine starts acting drunk. Tip number 9, clean the mass airflow sensor. The MAF sensor measures how much air is coming into the engine. That information gets sent to the ECU, which adjusts the fuel mix to match. But when the sensor gets dirty, and it will, it starts giving bad data. That throws off the air-fuel ratio and causes all kinds of symptoms. Rough, idle, hesitation when you hit the gas, poor fuel economy, and sometimes even a check engine light. The engine might even stall. Oil vapors and dirt from the intake system slowly coat the sensor wires. This buildup acts like insulation, preventing accurate readings. Luckily, cleaning the MAF sensor is simple. Just make sure you use a cleaner made specifically for it. Other sprays can damage the sensor. Find the MAF sensor in the intake tube, usually just after the air filter. Unplug it, remove it, spray it down, and let it air dry. Then reinstall it and plug it back in. This quick task restores accurate airflow readings, improves performance, and boosts fuel efficiency. It also helps prevent bigger problems down the line. It's a small step that can make a big difference in how your engine runs. Tip number 8, inspect the serpentine belt tensioner. If your engine accessories are going to work properly, the belt driving them needs to stay tight and in place. That's where the tensioner comes in. It keeps steady pressure on the serpentine belt so everything runs smoothly. When the tensioner starts to wear out, you'll often hear a squealing noise, especially during startup or in wet conditions. You might also see a flickering battery light, which means the alternator isn't charging properly. If the belt slips or pops off, you instantly lose power steering, battery charging, and air conditioning. That can leave you stranded. Checking the tensioner is mostly visual. Look for slack in the belt, pulley wobble, or misalignment. Listen for grinding or rattling sounds. Some tensioners have a wear indicator. Your owner's manual will show you where. If it's failing, replacement usually takes special tools and can be tricky. If you're not confident, have a pro handle it. Catching a bad tensioner early prevents bigger problems. It keeps all your engine accessories working the way they should and helps avoid breakdowns. A lot of people blame belt noise on the belt itself, but often the tensioner is the real issue. Belts are tight, tension is good, but is your engine actually staying in place? Tip number 7, check engine mounts. They keep the engine secured to the frame and absorb all that vibration. When they're in good shape, you barely notice your engine doing its job. But when they start to fail, the whole car feels off. We're talking extra vibrations in the cabin, clunking sounds when you accelerate, maybe even a sharp jolt when shifting gears. It's easy to blame the suspension or wheels, but this is a classic, sneaky culprit. Over time, the rubber in those mounts cracks, softens, or collapses. That lets the engine shift around, which can stress nearby parts like exhaust pipes and hoses. Checking them isn't complicated. Pop the hood, rock the engine gently, and watch for movement. Too much motion? That's a red flag. Also look for cracked rubber or leaking fluid if you've got hydraulic mounts. Replacing engine mounts isn't always simple, but it makes a big difference. You'll feel the improvement right away. Smooth, quiet, stable, like your car should feel. Don't let bad mounts shake up your ride. Once the engine's locked down, let's talk about how you drive. Tip number 6, do not frequent short trips. Your engine needs time to warm up, not just to run better, but to burn off moisture, fuel vapors, and other contaminants. When it doesn't get hot enough, those byproducts build up inside the oil. That leads to sludge. And sludge clogs passages, reduces lubrication, and increases engine wear. It's not just the engine either. Short trips also strain the battery. Since the alternator doesn't run long enough to recharge it, the battery can weaken faster than normal. You might notice increased oil use, poor performance, or even rust in your exhaust system. That's condensation, another issue from never reaching full operating temperature. If you mostly drive short distances, try combining errands into one longer trip. That gives the engine time to warm up properly. If that's not possible, Adjust your maintenance routine. Use synthetic oil and change it more often. It handles cold starts and sludge better. All right, long rides are better, but how you handle the ride matters too. Up next, a driving habit that silently shaves years off your engine's life. Tip number 5, drive gently. Hard acceleration, sudden braking, and constantly revving high. All of that puts extra stress on your engine and its moving parts. Over time, it adds up. You'll see more wear, more oil use, and worse fuel economy. And it's not just the engine. The transmission takes a hit too. Harsh shifts wear down gears and clutches faster than you'd think. Driving gently means easing into the throttle, braking smoothly, and keeping your speed steady. It keeps the engine in its ideal range and reduces heat, friction, and strain on the entire system. This tip isn't about tools or parts, it's about behavior. And it's one of the easiest ways to protect your vehicle. Smooth driving means fewer breakdowns, better mileage, and a longer-lasting engine. It also makes every ride more comfortable. So take it easy on the gas, ease off the brake, and stay steady on the wheel. Your engine will thank you with more years, better performance, and fewer repair bills. Tip number 4, address check engine lights. Promptly, that little check engine light on your dash? It's not just a suggestion. It's your car trying to tell you something's wrong. It could be something simple, like a loose gas cap, or something more serious, like a bad oxygen sensor or a misfiring cylinder. Either way, ignoring it only makes things worse. What starts as a small fix can turn into major engine damage if you wait too long. You might notice symptoms before the light even comes on. Maybe the engine feels rough, power drops off, or you hear something unusual. Once the light is on, it's time to act. Grab an OBD2 scanner or head to an auto parts store. Most will read the code for free. That code will point you in the right direction. Don't just clear it and hope for the best. Fix the problem. Delaying it risks damaging expensive parts, like the catalytic converter. That's a repair you don't want. Addressing it early keeps your engine healthy, your fuel economy strong, and your repair bills lower. Your dashboard has spoken. But now, we're digging into what you feed your engine every single day, because the wrong stuff can quietly destroy everything. Tip number 3, use quality fuel. The fuel you choose has a direct impact on how your engine performs and how long it lasts. Low-quality fuel often contains impurities and inconsistent octane levels. That can lead to carbon buildup, rough idling, reduced power, and poor fuel economy. You might even hear knocking or pinging, signs that combustion isn't happening the way it should. Over time, bad fuel can clog your injectors, foul your spark plugs, and even damage the catalytic converter. And that's where things get expensive. High-quality fuel from trusted stations includes detergents that help keep your system clean. These detergents prevent carbon buildup, improve combustion, and help your engine run smoother and more efficiently. Here's the bottom line. Don't chase the lowest price at the pump. If a station is consistently cheaper than everyone else, there's probably a reason. Stick to reputable brands and consider using a fuel system cleaner every so often to help keep things in top shape. Clean fuel means a cleaner engine, better performance, and fewer repairs. Good fuel is a win, but only if your engine's ready to use it properly. And that means giving it a moment to stretch before sprinting. Tip number 2, warm up your engine. When your engine is cold, the oil is thick. It hasn't fully circulated yet. That means key parts aren't getting the lubrication they need. And during those first few minutes, that lack of lubrication leads to extra wear. Now, modern engines don't need to idle forever, but giving it 30 to 60 seconds to settle in makes a big difference. Let the oil move through the system. Let the temperature start to rise. After that, drive gently for the first few minutes. No hard acceleration, no high RPMs, just ease into it. That gradual warm-up helps reduce stress on cold components, improves fuel efficiency, and cuts down on emissions. Cold engines run rich, which means more carbon buildup and faster oil contamination. Warming up avoids that. It's a small habit with a big payoff. Better performance, longer engine life, and fewer repairs down the road. So before you rush off, take a breath. Let the engine wake up, then drive smoothly. Tip number 1, Regular oil changes. Engine oil is the lifeblood of your car. It keeps everything moving smoothly, cuts down on friction, helps carry away heat, and even keeps the inside of the engine clean. But oil doesn't last forever. After a long while, it breaks down. It gets dirty. It loses its ability to protect the engine. When that happens, you get more wear, less power, and worse fuel mileage. Ignore it long enough, and you could be looking at serious engine damage, or even a full rebuild. So how often should you change your oil? That depends on your car and how you drive. Your owner's manual will give you a schedule. Most modern engines use synthetic oil, which lasts longer. But if you do a lot of short trips, towing, or drive in extreme heat or cold, you'll need to change it more often. The process is simple. Drain the old oil, swap the filter, add the right kind of clean oil. It's basic, but it's critical. So stay on top of it. Your engine will thank you with better performance and a longer life. You've just picked up 13 solid tips to boost engine life and performance. But here's the thing. Using the wrong oil can undo all that effort. So before your next oil change, watch our next video. Stop using this engine oils. It might just save your engine,